Morning, children. In the last class, we learned that ancient views of atomic structure and Dalton's theory of atom. In that, these two people said that atom is indivisible. Now, the next part is subatomic particles. That means particles which are subdivided. Atoms are subdivided into some more particles. What other particles are they? So, in order to know whether the atom is really indivisible, scientists performed a series of basic experiments. As the ancient people said that atom is indivisible, after science started developing, these scientists started performing many research and experiments to find out, is it really true that atom cannot be divided. So on the basis of different experiments, it was found that atom has three subatomic particles: electrons, protons and neutrons. After doing so many experiments, scientists have come to the conclusion and they have proved that atoms can be divided and it has some subparticles. They are electrons, protons and neutrons. So in 1897, J.J. Thomson, a British physicist, discovered the existence of electron. Who discovered electron? J.J. Thomson. And the electron is a negatively charged particle. He said 2 points. Number one, electron is one of the subparticles of atom and it has negatively charged particles. And in 1886, Goldsmith discovered the presence of anode rays consisting of positively charged particles, and Rutherford named these particles as protons. Goldstein has discovered it and Rutherford has named it as proton. And in 1932, Chadwick discovered the subatomic particles called neutron. The neutron is a neutral particles. So these three particles are discovered by scientists in different time. Now, electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson. What type of experiment he had done and how did he discover it? J.J. Thomson passed electricity at high voltage through a gas taken in a discharge tube at a very low pressure. So he has taken which kind of, what type of tube? Discharge tube. And in that tube he has filled the pressure very low. He found that the streams of minute particles were given out from the cathode. And when the pressure is, he kept the pressure very low, and in the discharge tube he could find different kind of particles which are moving, are given out from the cathode. These streams of particles are called cathode rays. Now, these cathode rays consist of negatively charged particles which are known as electrons. And he has discovered electron that time. An electron is denoted by the letter small e with a negative sign. And electron has unit negative charge. It is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 coulomb. The mass of an electron is about 1 upon 1840 of the mass of hydrogen. And it is equal to 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kilogram. Hence, the mass of electron is negligible. It is so less, 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31. It means in decimal number. So, it is almost negligible mass. The weight of or the mass of electron is negligible. Cannot be considered. It is very low. And then discovery of proton. Who discovered? Goldstein discovered proton. How did he do it? He also passed the electricity at high voltage. So condition of the discharge tube you must know. They have taken the discharge tube with high voltage and low pressure. That was the condition to find out it. And they voltage through a gas taken in the discharge tube. They have taken gas. And at a very low pressure, he found that streams of heavy particles, not light particles, were given out from the anode. The electron, when they were discovered, they have found that from cathode, the rays, streams of rays were going, and now here from the anode. These stream of particles are called anode rays. How the electron ka cathode rays he has said, now here it is anode rays. Anode rays means positive rays, and canal rays, it means through the canal it was coming like a rays, and they consist of positively charged particles called protons. So proton is denoted by the letter P with a positive sign. How the electron is denoted with the letter E with a negative sign, and proton is with positive sign, and P, small p. The charge of the proton is equal but opposite to the charge of an electron. So charge is equal. How much charge of electron is there? The same amount of the charge were there, but just opposite, positive. It is equal to 1.6 into minus 10 upon minus 19 coulomb. The same amount. The charge was the same. And the mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom. It is about 2000 times that of an electron. Mass, how much mass hydrogen had? 2000 times. The mass of a proton is equal to 1.672 into 10 raised to the power minus 27 kilogram. So the positively charged particles which were coming through anode rays were heavy. So it was a heavy particles. Then the third particle, neutron, Chadwick discovered it in 1932, and he has named it as neutron, and it is denoted by the letter N, small n. A neutron is electrically neutral particle. Thus, it has no positive or negative charge. Neutral, neither negative nor positive. The mass of neutron is equal to the mass of proton. Its relative mass is 1 unit. Its absolute mass is 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 21 kg. So, the same mass of proton. So, equal absolute mass is this. So, these three particles are discovered by different scientists in different time, and they found that three particles are having different mass and charge, and neutron neither had positive nor negative, but proton positively charged, electron negatively charged. So this is given, the comparison between all three particles are given in a table. You learn it, and it is in page number 58, and try to draw that diagram in your classwork. The discharge tube which they have used to find out the protection of positive rays and the negative rays. So here we will stop it, and in the next class we will go to the next part of the lesson.